Today's protest is really important because it highlights the lack of respect that the Minister and the Department have been shown to Irish farmers over the last 6 months across a whole host of issues. And the message I want to send to the Minister, like all of us here in the IFA, is that he needs to restore the payment dates back to the previous 20 years plus, where we get our ANC payment on the 20th of September, give or take a few days, and the single farm payment, what's now going to become this, on the 15th of October, and follow through with those days. He also needs to get his act together around the TAMs. We as a sector are getting hammered around environmental issues. We've huge ambition for capital investment, for good works around the environment, increased storage capacity. For example, rooftop solar on many farms can't be proceeded with because the department aren't able to facilitate us through TAMs. So the message for the Minister is he needs to come to the table. It is him and his department that are slowing progress down. And finally, I want to say, it's just not on what's happening with the derogation. No scientific evidence whatsoever to suggest that decreasing the limit of organic nitrogen from 250 to 220 will in any way help to improve water quality. No time given for the measures that have been put in place over the last 3-4 years to take effect.
We're here today primarily on the delay on the payments of the schemes that generally were paid in September and October. They've been put back for up to a month this year, and the amount of anger among the farmers, that there's no other sector, we believe, that would tolerate delayed payments for anything, whether it be social welfare or wages. I wonder the people in here in the department, if they were told that their wages were going to be delayed by 1 day, they'd be uproar. But we're expected to continue on and put up with it. We just have enough.
The real message we want to give to the Minister is that he has ignored us and walked on us for long enough, and we've had enough, and we're not allowing it to happen anymore. He has called this, they announced the derogation on 220 kgs yesterday. We have done our best and met in all kinds of meetings, and we have stood on our head to show that the water quality is improving. He wasn't prepared to accept the evidence. He has no intention of paying us on time. It's not acceptable that we're not paid on time. If any person in this country with a salary wasn't paid when they were supposed to be, there'd be holy war. And we have just had enough. We're sick of this Minister. He is just absolutely trodden all over farmers. No longer. Ends here.
Well, the principal reasons why we're here today is for two things. It's the nitrates derogation, and as most importantly though, is the delay in payments to farmers that has been imposed upon them without consultation and without reason. And there is no justification. If you take, for example, the ANC payments which are due about now every year, they are deferred for a month. And an awful lot of farmers have given financial commitment to their banks that they will make their first repayment off of ANC inputs. And now this is deprived, and they can go into poor conditions with their banks as a result of this. And it's unacceptable that the payments will be deferred because the Department of Agriculture are too busy. And that's the excuse offered, nothing to do with regulation. And the farmers are meeting every requirement that's bestowed upon them to achieve all the targets that's necessary. And when it comes to getting their payments, the civil service can decide, and the Minister, we put it back. And the basic payment has also gone back indefinitely as well. This is unacceptable as far as Irish farmers are concerned. It affects every single farmer in the country.